It has long been observed by many here in the West that Christianity is on the decline, and the religious institutions that have held together this country for hundreds of years are slowly being eroded in favour of liberal secularism. Well, today I've travelled here to Knightsbridge, London, to visit a Christian community that is thriving, where Russian immigrants have brought over their form of Eastern Orthodox Christianity, breathing new life into this country's religious heritage. Join me as we explore. So we're going to start by exploring this cathedral over here. This is a Russian Orthodox cathedral, one of the largest in the UK. Let's go and have a look inside. You can see here, I've got it written both in English and over here in Russian. And this is part of the diocese of some city in Russia called Suroj, which I've never heard of. Over there we've got the Eastern Orthodox cross with the two added little bits there on the sort of regular cross that we're used to seeing. And yeah, let's have a look inside. You can see here we've got some Russian writing. Thank you.
Сфотографировать общие фотографии. Отдельные иконы нельзя фотографировать.
No photography?
No separate icon, only general.
Okay. No worries. Спасибо. Спасибо. Wow, there you go. Hopefully you guys got a little look at the church there. You can see it's very impressive. Looks very different from a Protestant church or even a Catholic church. What I find so interesting about the Eastern Orthodox tradition is it is it's got that little sort of edge to it that you don't have in Protestantism or even Catholicism. So yeah, very beautiful, and hopefully you guys got some little glimpse into that. Obviously I didn't want to go around shouting and sort of recording too loudly. I've got to say, Knightsbridge is looking very nice. Very clean, presumably very expensive to live here. A lot of embassies around here. There's the Libyan embassy over there. Saw the Tunisian embassy. So it's pretty important area. Well, over here, got what looks like an Anglican church, Church of England church. This church is obviously one that will have had a lot of significance to this area of Knightsbridge for hundreds of years, probably historically a lot more than the Eastern Orthodox Church. But let's see what it's like today. Here it is over here. Obviously you can see it looks very different from the Eastern Orthodox one. Let's see what it's like inside, just to compare. Rather grand door here. Is the church shut at the moment?
At the moment, yes.
Okay, no worries.
We'll be back up in around 4:30.
Okay, lovely. I'll try and check it out then. Thank you. Okay, so that church is closed. But they say we back up at 4:30, so if it's still there, we'll try and find it. But over here, we've got another church that looks very grand. Not sure what type of church this is. Maybe this is another Eastern Orthodox one. It looks rather grand and sort of high church, so I think it might be, but let's go and check it out. Now, obviously I've mentioned here that this borough has a lot of Eastern Orthodox Christians. What exactly is the Eastern Orthodox? Because it doesn't seem to get as much of a look in as the Catholics and the Protestants. Well, the Eastern Orthodox is basically a form of Christianity that split apart from Catholicism, or depending on who you ask, Catholicism splits apart from it. In the Middle Ages, where they had a sort of dispute about literally one word in the Nicene Creed, which was the sort of foundational document of Christianity. What developed out of that was the Eastern Orthodox Church, and this is the type of Christianity that is practiced in Russia, Greece, Ukraine, Belarus, Romania, and a lot of Eastern Europe. But over here, we've got a Catholic church. So really just hitting all the big three denominations. Obviously I thought this would be more of a kind of Eastern Orthodox video, but let's go and explore this Catholic church and see what it's like. Well, here we are inside a Catholic church. As you can see, very grand, very impressive, and a lot of kind of icons and statues like this over here. Obviously very different from the Eastern Orthodox. Well, there you go guys, that was the oratory of St. Philip Neri here in Knightsbridge. Gotta say, what an impressive church. Yeah, it's funny, I thought all the churches here would be Eastern Orthodox, but it turns out that the biggest one, and frankly the nicest one, is actually a Catholic one. I think it's quite telling of the Protestant church that the only one we visited, the only church that we visited so far that wasn't open, was a Church of England one. So, you know, there we go. Okay, well we're now going to walk over just across Hyde Park to a place called Bayswater, which is a similar kind of deal to here in Kensington, where they have a very large Eastern Orthodox population. Difference is, this population is majority Greek, so it's Greek Orthodox. Now, it's funny because it's certainly tempting to think that the Greek Orthodox and the Russian Orthodox are kind of part of different traditions, but they're actually theologically exactly the same. The Eastern Orthodox just has different churches for each country, but they're all in communion with each other. The funny thing is, the Greek Orthodox does look a bit different from, say, the Russian Orthodox or the Romanian Orthodox. You know, they kind of have more blue and white colour scheme. Meanwhile, the Russian Orthodox, as you saw, it's a bit more kind of brown. But technically, theologically speaking, they're all part of the one, in their eyes, the one true church, which was set up by Jesus and his apostles and continues to present day. So yeah, let's go check it out, see what it's like. Okay, well we've made it now to Bayswater. As you can see, this is also just a lovely place. A lot of very nice buildings. Quite an expensive part of London, again, I think. And we're just going to wander over to the Greek Orthodox Church. There are quite a lot of churches here actually, so we're going to see if we can find them. But I might have to ask someone for directions because my phone is dying, but I think it's this way. Excuse me. Sorry. Do you know where the Greek Orthodox Church is from here?
Yeah. Let me think. How's the best way for you to go?
I was told it was somewhere here.
If you go down here.
Yeah.
And left.
Mm-hmm.
Cross the main road.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's a Marks and Spencer.
Okay.
Go left there.
Okay.
And take the next right.
Okay, so left.
Moscow Road.
Moscow Road. Okay. Brilliant.
You'll pass it on the right.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your help. Okay, so apparently there's one down here. Just got to go left at the Marks and Spencers. So you can really tell we're in a very upmarket area. They've got a Marks and Spencers, but yeah, the road is called Moscow Road. So yeah, it's going to be a really Eastern European episode, this. But yeah, let's go and find it. Excuse me, is the Greek Orthodox Church, is it down this? Am I going in the right direction? Do you know?
It is on Moscow Road.
Moscow Road, yeah.
So that's yeah, it's on the left.
Okay.
There, but then I don't know exactly which one.
Okay.
It's in this direction.
Okay. Thank you very much. Cheers. Okay, well over here it looks like we've got a Orthodox church, but I actually don't think this is. Oh yeah, it is a Greek Orthodox church. Yeah, just over here. we can see is the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of Thyatira, don't know where that is, and Great Britain. Here you can see we've got some writing in Greek, and here we've got the start of John's Gospel in Greek. In the beginning was the words. This sort of iconic start to the last of the 4 accounts of Jesus' life, and that's it there in the original ancient Greek. One sort of claim to fame that I guess Greek has is it is very closely related to the dialect of Greek that the bulk of the New Testament, or all the New Testament in fact, was written in. You know, there is this kind of connection that the Greeks have to the New Testament. So that's quite interesting. But yeah, anyway, let's go inside and see if it's open first of all. It doesn't look very open. Let's see. No, it's closed. That's a shame, but that would have been a cool, cool little place to have a look at. But there are some more around here, so we're going to have a look for some more Orthodox churches. Okay, so we're just walking down the main high street here in Bayswater. As you can see, it is pretty lovely. A lot of nice shops. Feels really safe. Everywhere's very clean. So yeah, who knows, maybe the Greek Orthodox is just sort of had that positive impact on this place. But yeah, we're just walking down here, and apparently there is a Greek church down this way, so let's go have a look. So obviously there are lots of different immigrant groups here as well. We've got a Thai place, we've got a Chinese place. So someone's shouting at me in Thai. But yeah, so clearly it's not just Greeks who live here. It's a very multicultural place, like a lot of London is. And over here we've got Bayswater Station. God, this is a lovely place. Never been here before. It is, yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Enjoying it. Okay, we've made it here to Moscow Road. I can just see there are a few Greek shops and stuff like that. And just a little bit further along, we're going to make it to the Greek Orthodox Church. Let's go. Hopefully this one will be open this time. Here we've got the Santorini bar. Looks very nice. We've got a Greek grocer over here. Excuse me, mate. Sorry. Do you know if there's a Greek Orthodox Church here somewhere?
Pardon?
A Greek Orthodox Church?
Yeah. Just keep going down the street.
Yeah.
You'll see a church with a dome.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Brilliant. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Appreciate it. Must say, the people of Bayswater are very friendly. You know, I was kind of scared about interacting with people in London because there's obviously this thing of everyone's very close in London, but so far I've got to say people have been very friendly and a little bit closed off to begin with, but once you start talking to them, very nice. So yeah, and wow, okay, we've found the Eastern Orthodox Church. It's looking pretty promising. Let's go. There you go. You see we have the Greek church just behind these trees. You see it's just got that typical Eastern Orthodox design of the dome shape on the front. I'll just show you guys over here. Look at that. That enormous dome at the top. You can't really see. And yeah, this is the St. Sophia Greek Cathedral. Let's have a look. Here we've got the words Hagia Sophia, or Saint Sophia in Greek. Let's go have a look inside and see what it's like. Wow. Well, as you can see, it's a lot more grand than the Russian Orthodox one. Look at these mosaics they've got of just various saints. Wonder who that is. here we've got again a Greek Orthodox cross, or an Eastern Orthodox cross, with some more Greek written on the sides of it. So yeah, this is the kind of main bit. It looks like there's some kind of service going on, so I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do, but let's have a look.
It's the first church here in England.
Oh really?
Yeah, the Greeks.
And you are Greek yourselves, or?
No, we are Orthodox as
Orthodox.
well.
We are like them.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
very similar.
What country are you from?
Romania.
Romania. Okay, interesting. So you still come to a Greek church even because it's part of the same sort of.
Yes, it's
tradition.
the same liturgy, the same.
Yes. Yeah, yes. No, I love how grand it all is compared to like a Protestant
Romania
church.
as well, we see.
Yeah.
Romania.
Okay, well, looks like there was a christening here earlier today, so it's sort of filled with Eastern Orthodox people. But yeah, just to show you around, this is the very beautiful dome structure that sort of encapsulates the whole church. And then, yeah, here we've got a massive cross, and yeah, I mean it really is so beautiful, this. And you see just all the writing. This comes up on the camera, but all the writing is in Greek. Over here we've just got some icons. This is of the mother and child, Mary, and Jesus. Another thing that's quite impressive about the Eastern Orthodox churches is they'll have a massive picture of Jesus on these domes. You can see you've got Jesus here. He kind of has a little rainbow underneath him, which is quite impressive. It's never something you'll get in a Catholic church, certainly not in a Protestant church either. But yeah, so many Eastern Orthodox churches that I've been to, that's what they do. So another thing that I really like about the Eastern Orthodox is it has a big focus on a lot of ritual things like lighting candles. See over here we've got some candles that we can use. These ones are for free, so let's take them and just light them here. And just place it in the sand. And normally when you light a candle, it's to kind of say a prayer for someone. Oh, yeah.
So you can have a look here.
Okay, brilliant.
So you can for you.
Oh yes, thank you. Cheers. And here we go. I'm gonna have to make a donation for that candle by the looks of things. Awesome. Well, there we go. Yeah. So that is the Greek Orthodox Church here in Bayswater. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day.
You take
Cheers. Okay, let's go. So yeah, that was the Eastern Orthodox Church here in Bayswater. If you've watched my content before, you might know that usually when I go to a church, it's usually in quite a negative light because the church has been shut down and it's completely empty and no one's going to it anymore. But it's quite interesting coming to this Eastern Orthodox Church. I mean, obviously you guys can see, there are lots of people in here on a Sunday. You know, there was a baptism going on, like the whole family was there, and it was a really beautiful atmosphere. And yeah, it's just nice to be saying that about a church, albeit a church from a very different part of the world to the UK. It sort of shows what I feel like churches could be in this country if the society was different. Well, over here we've got a dacha, which is selling ruskie produkty I ikra. So a Russian shop. Let's go and have a look inside, see what it's like. Is this all sort of Russian food then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe, nice. You're from Russia yourself, or?
No.
Ukraine. Oh, nice, nice. I want to go in the future to Ukraine. Anywhere you'd recommend to go to?
Yeah, our capital, Kyiv, is the most beautiful place to visit
Okay, okay.
after war.
After the war, yes. Let's have a a look around here. Here I've got some grechka, this kind of stuff they often have in sort of Russian restaurants and stuff. When you cook grechka, have that. If you watch any Bold and Bankrupt videos, I'm sure you'll know all about that. It's pretty nice. Got some Eastern European bacon, looks very nice. Buy little salads as well. Over here we've got a big bottle of kvass, which is something you very rarely see in the UK, but it's the kind of drink they have in Russia and Ukraine and stuff like that. Really cool. Thanks very much for letting me have a look around. Good. Interesting to see the Russian influence in this part of London. You can just see up here, you've got a place called St. Petersburg Place. This road is called St. Petersburg Place. And obviously this one over here is Moscow Road. So yeah, clearly there's a lot of Russian influence in this part of London. Hello. So yeah, let's go down onto the main bit of the road and head off to another church. It's going to be very interesting. This one is going to be not Greek, it's not Russian, it's Serbian Orthodox. So let's see what that's like.
How are you?
Oh yeah, good thanks. How are you? Is it possible to come in for a coffee or something, or is it just eating only?
This is just coffee.
Just coffee,
I'll
yeah.
put the
Yeah.
heating on our side for you. If you
Oh,
don't
thank
mind
you.
having it. Any
Cheers.
particular coffee?
What's the
I mean,
substitute?
got anything from the espresso machine if you want white coffee, latte as well.
Yeah, double espresso.
I'll bring it to you.
Thank you, man. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, I'm just gonna go outside, but yeah, have a look inside, guys. Look how nice it is here. Thanks very much, mate.
No worries, man.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Thank you.
No worries.
Cheers. Alright, so I've just been given this espresso here. Bit of sugar as well, just to get the full experience. Yeah, see what an espresso is like here in the Aphrodite Taverna. That's good espresso. That's going to sort me out. Just a long walk to this Serbian Orthodox place, so yeah. Okay, well we're just walking down Portobello Road on the way to this Serbian Orthodox Church, and I've got to say this is really cool. I've never been here before either. My knowledge of London is still needs improving definitely, but look at all these shops that we have just on the high street. Okay, so we've made it here to the Serbian Orthodox Church. You see over here we've got a big picture of, just says over there, Sveti Sava, and that is Saint Sava, the Orthodox saint to whom this church is dedicated. And we've got another building over here that I just thought was quite interesting. But to show you guys, you can see we've got some writing in the Cyrillic scripts over here, and that's because Serbian is written in the Cyrillic scripts. One way of telling if a country is Catholic or whether it's Eastern Orthodox is what script they write their language in. So a lot of the Catholic countries like Poland, like Croatia, like the Czech Republic will write their language in the Latin script, but the Orthodox countries like Serbia, like Russia, Ukraine, will write it in a variation of the Cyrillic script. And that's because the Cyrillic script is very closely tied to the Orthodox tradition and culture. In fact, it was actually named after Saint Cyril, who's one of the Orthodox saints. So that explains why Serbia writes its language in the Cyrillic script. What's interesting about Serbian is, unlike Ukrainian and Russian, it's also possible to write Serbian in the Latin script. Obviously, back in the day, Serbia was part of this larger country called Yugoslavia that incorporated Croatia, Bosnia, and Serbia, Montenegro, places like that. And the whole country had one sort of unified language. It wasn't Serbian, it wasn't Croatian, it was called Serbo-Croat. And it was kind of a mixture of both Croatian and Serbian. And because of kind of the religious diversity of this country, the fact that some of it was Catholic in Croatia, some of it was Orthodox in Serbia, the Serbs got used to writing their scripts in both the Latin alphabet and in the Cyrillic alphabet. And so even today, you'll see Serbian written both in Latin, but also increasingly in Cyrillic as well. It's a bit more of a push for it to be written in Cyrillic these days, but yeah, Serbs are quite happy for it to be written in both. So yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, the church is closed, so we can't have a look inside, but would be fascinating. Yeah, here we are, the Serbian church here in Portobello Road, just off Portobello Road. Very cool. Okay, well that pretty much rounds up this video today here in London. Hope you found this interesting, hope you took something away from it. And yeah, we'll definitely be doing more stuff of a similar nature in the future, both about Christianity and about other religions, both here in the UK and elsewhere in the world. So yeah, watch out for that in the future. But yeah, been a pleasure as always, guys, and I'll see you very soon.